If you know and understand and use any of the following 15 words, then your Spanish is in pretty good shape. I want to encourage you to not stop there because building your vocabulary is almost like a secret weapon for language learners. So if you're the type of person that loves Spanish, but you're really not good with grammar and you don't necessarily have a really good accent, but you still love the language, then building your vocabulary is one of the best things that you can do. Now, if you do belong to one of those other groups and maybe you do have a good accent or you are good with grammar, building your vocabulary is still really important. If you know grammar really well, but you don't have the vocabulary, you're stuck. But if you know a lot of vocabulary, even though your grammar might be bad or your accent's not good, you can usually figure out what's being said and you can make yourself understood too. But if you want to practice these, feel free to book a class with me on italki. I'd be happy to work with you on this vocabulary. Number one is the word aleatorio. Here's an example sentence. El resultado fue completamente aleatorio. Aleatorio means random. So this is a good word. I'm not going to talk about it much more than that. Just try to practice these words and incorporate them into your daily Spanish. Number two, balneario. Balneario is a spa. Here's an example. Pasamos las vacaciones en un hermoso balneario. Number three, amenaza. That means a threat. And there's also the verb amenazar, to threaten. Here's a sentence. La tormenta representa una gran amenaza para la ciudad. Number four, desenfrenado. Well, this one's interesting because freno, the frenos, is a part of your car. It's the brakes. Frenar is to brake, to stop, right? So desenfrenado is like unbraked or out of control, unbridled. So here's an example sentence. El crecimiento desenfrenado del tráfico es un problema. The next word is voluntad, and it means will, as in willpower or goodwill or ill will, this kind of will. Su voluntad de ayudar es admirable. The next one is actually three words, más allá de. Más allá de means beyond. Hay vida más allá de las estrellas. The next one is a verb. It's agradar, to please, like to please somebody. Siempre intenta agradar a todos. Number 8 is the adjective actual. Many people have a problem with this because it's a false cognate. It does not mean actual. Actual means current. Este es un problema actual que debemos resolver. Number 9 is a word that you probably recognize, conducir, and you probably know that it means to drive, but it also means to lead to. This leads to something. Here's an example. La falta de ejercicio puede conducir a problemas de salud. Number 10, el lema. This means the slogan. El lema de la empresa es calidad y servicio. Number 11. Number 11 is el portavoz. This is the spokesperson. El portavoz dio una conferencia de prensa. Number 12 is an adjective. It's destacado. It means outstanding. Es un artista destacado en su campo. Number 13 is asunto, which can be translated as topic or subject. It's a really useful word. El asunto. Here's an example. Debemos discutir este asunto en la reunión. Number 14 is one of my favorites. It's aferrarse. So it's a reflexive verb, and it means to cling to or to hold on tightly to. Here's an example. Es importante aferrarse a tus sueños. And finally, number 15 is three words together. It's really useful and shows that you have a good command of the language in conversation and otherwise. A medida que. So these three words, a medida que, equal just one very small word in English, as. So here's the sentence and then the translation. A medida que crece, se vuelve más responsable. So the translation would be, well, why don't you try first? Pause the video. Here's the answer. As it grows, it becomes more responsible. Or as he grows, he becomes more responsible. So if you know all of these words already, congratulations, your Spanish is in really good shape. If you knew most of them, that's good too. If you don't, or if you're learning them, well, I encourage you to continue studying these and try to incorporate them into your daily Spanish, or use them with me or with a native speaker. Book a class with me and I'll help you to practice them and learn a lot more. Don't stop there. Keep studying more and more vocabulary every day. Vocabulary, expressions. Read a paragraph a day. Underline all the words you don't know and use your dictionary to look up those words. Try to use magazine articles, things that are current, that are out now, not some old novel or some old book. You want to use something that's current, and this will help to build up your vocabulary. It's a great way to improve your Spanish if you feel, no matter what, but if you feel like you're having difficulties with the language, build your vocabulary. It's so important. The more words you know, the more expressions you know, the better you'll be able to express yourself and the more things you will understand yourself. So keep studying, study hard, keep practicing, read out loud, and just remember that millions of people speak Spanish, and you will too. Thanks for watching this video. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe, share it on social media with your friends, and please leave a comment.